everybody. Welcome to the first movie review of August. This one was actually requested by Grace. I will put her comment in the thing. If you want to request a movie, let me know. But I might, by the time the end of the year, I might be winding down to just, I think I need a new light, to two or one movie reviews. Because, yeah, you're getting tired. So we're just going to get started. Of course, we have Bonnie Hunt playing Kate. They have 12 kids. And she's writing a book. And I know it's not easy. I have not been on my book. If y'all did not know, I'm an author as well. An Amazon author. And I've not been writing my books. I just have it because YouTube has kind of taken over my hobbies. And I can't wait to take a little step back. Just a little bit. So Steve Martin is too funny talking about we've been married 23 years or 12 years or whatever he said. And let's just appreciate the legends that are still here with us, like Steve Martin, and he is still doing his thing in Murderers in the Building, because we have, hopefully nobody else has, I'm filming this in July. Like, we just lost Ozzy Osbourne. We lost Malcolm from Cosby Show. We lost Julian from Charmed. We lost Connie from that Pretty Little Baby song, even though everybody's saying they don't know who she is, but some of y'all were dancing to her song. Like, do y'all just be dancing to trends that don't catch on? And so many others. And then after her sister died, she was all alone. She didn't have no siblings. And Tom and Kate met at college. He wanted 8 kids. She wanted 8 kids. So it was perfect for them. They wanted a whole bunch of kids. They wanted the Brady Bunch times 20. Okay. They got married and had Nora and Charlie and Lorraine. She was writing for the Tribune and she quit. By then she had 4 kids and then a set of fraternal twins. I personally love the flashbacks in this movie, but they made her look youthful. But why was Steve Martin not in any of the flashbacks? Like, would it had not worked because he had his white hair? Like, he's had that white hair for as long as I can remember. Like, as many movies I've seen him in, he has had that white hair for as long as I can remember. Then they had 2 more twins and they were done. They went to a party and then they had Mike. Okay. Then he got a vasectomy, but before it went through, they had another set of twins. Myself personally, I can never see myself having 12 kids. Like, teaching 12 kids in Sunday school is enough for me. That would make you not want to have 12. Because, that's a lot of bodies to look after. That's a lot of little children to look after. Like, when I have children, 2 is enough for me, okay? And Lorena's like, you ruined my concentration. Now she has to start over again. I think that's what she said. And it's very sad. Nobody could remember Mark's name. Giving him, it very much felt like he is the black sheep of the family. Then we got a dude don't want to go to college. And then seeing Hillary in that cute outfit that she had on. I did not get a picture of it. But it's like a purple skirt with like a top. It kind of makes me want to review Material Girls, that movie she was in with her sister. Yeah, if I could ever find it on something, I'll review it. The mom telling the kids all things they had to do, and the younger twins end up being in Desperate Housewives. And that's why I keep calling them, I will be calling them a lot throughout this review, because I could not remember their names. And then, one of the twins is like the doorknob. Nobody could stand Nora's boyfriend, and neither can I. And everybody wants to be photoshopped into the Christmas cards. Just like, if Nora's not there, let me Photoshop me in. Like, nobody's getting photoshopped in. Get in the damn Christmas card and shut up. And even though it's May, there's like, why are we doing it in May? And Tom is like, it's cheaper. But that many kids, you got to get a discount. Because, like, who's going to be paying full price for that? And then Mark finally finds his frog. I can't stand frogs. The only frogs I liked were in Princess and the Frog, even though, as I said in that review, I hated them being frogs. Like, that was basically the whole point of that movie. That review, I'll put it in the description if you have not seen it. So Tom catches it, right? And loved how Steve Martin got in him. He was like, take the frog out of the house, or whatever he said. But at the same time, felt bad, because, like, why your frog out in the first place? And then she asked, like, the tea kettle with the flower pot, is it broken? And they're like, yeah. Then Tom's annoying friend Shake comes to visit him at the college where he is like working, right? With a new job opportunity for him, which would make him have to move. And the way, like, Z told the twins, like, oh, this is grown folk business. The way I understand it now, because, like, some people as kids, they still don't understand it and still want to be in grown folk business. I am just saying. And then he tells his wife that Shake wants him to coach the Stallions. It's a 5-year contract and everything, and kids can go to school for free. And they're like, they go secretly trying to find out what is going on. And they're like, we're going to move. No. And the kids all start arguing. It's like the Christmas card time, and they're about to get their picture taken. And they're all arguing. And he says, we're not moving. And then we start complaining the whole movie. That's all Tom Welling's character does, is complain the whole damn movie. He's like, my whole life is in Midland. My girlfriend's here. This and that. Shut up. He's another annoying one, okay? And he really wants this job. But he's like, this job opportunity will make our family stronger than ever. Little does he know that this job opportunity is going to make your family weaker than ever. Weaker. Then they're getting ready to move out of Midland, and they make it, and they all get out. Then they give their son the car, okay? They're there. Why do I feel like I heard something, rumblings, I don't know if it was on TikTok or whatever, not good things about that man. But that's neither here nor there. And Mark is trying to find a room. Seems like none of his siblings even want him to be around. Then we got the annoying wife, their neighbor, whatever, and the little boy. And she's like, oh, we don't eat meat. I'm sorry. Anybody that don't eat meat, you ain't fun. I'm a carnivore over here. Root! Carnivore. And of course, this couple judging them and how they parent. Like, you don't have no room to judge, okay? Your child look like he want to have some fun, and you're being a stick in the mud. It's not. It's just you. It ain't the daddy. It's you. Like, I can't stand that woman. And this is one of those classic moments of the movie where Steve Martin's character and Dylan are hanging from the chandelier. You know, like, Dylan's looking for something to hold on to, and he grabs the freaking chandelier. And then Steve Martin tries to save him, Tom, and they both go clashing down. And meanwhile, Mark goes on a ride trying to figure out the house, because, you know, he's very much a loner throughout the whole movie. And Charlie don't want to pal around with his siblings, because he sucks. And Charlie tries to sign up for football, and they're not impressed. And told him to take his Midland hat off. And Diane calls and tells her that her book is getting published. Beautiful thing. And Lorraine was there to help pick out her clothes. And Nora, like, they're pulling me in again. They're pulling me in again. I can't take this. Like, she's the oldest sibling. And she's like, I have my own life now, but y'all keep pulling me back in. And Nora, your boyfriend sucks too. All he cares about is his doggone self. Yes, we're going to go on a rant on Ashton Kutcher. Decent actor. Worst role you ever did. This one right here. Because your character is so freaking annoying. And he's obsessed with the fact, like, they lit me on fire. Personally, I was so glad that they, at first when I was younger, you know, I was like, oh, her boyfriend didn't come back. And, like, maybe he got some sense. Because, you know, it's like Lorraine's graduation. And we see her with a whole new guy. The guy from Mean Girls. Now I see why. It shows maturity. It shows that she did not want to be around some guy that don't even care about her family. Don't be with a man that don't care about your family. Just saying. The kids come up with a plan. You know, plan one. They're playing with their Apple game. And, you know, dude is obsessed with his car. Hank is looking all around. You know, face what is it? And they put him in that dirty water. Plan 2 is in motion. This is the reason why I think, Grace, if you're still watching, this is why you asked me to review it, right? So here is my reaction without no clips of the meat. Okay. So they're putting the underwear and the meat. And, you know, Kate is like, really? You got the paparazzi and everything following you for just one commercial. He is the most conceited man I have seen in a long time. Like, why are you so into yourself? And then these two are having a full-on makeout session in front of the kids. Like, get a damn room. Get a room. And then I was wondering, like, about the underwear, right? This is something I've watched this movie a few times, and I'm like, wow, you didn't think to smell the underwear before you put it on, like see if it smelled like meat or something, because you know the dog was covered. It was covered. And he's so annoying. Like, is it squeezed? Like, oh my gosh, is the orange juice squeezed again? Shut up. Couldn't stand this character first time watching it, and now. So I'm like, go on, Gunner. Go on and get him. Nora's telling her, like, so Gunner, Allison Stoner's character, Sarah, lets the dog go. And the dog goes straight for Hank's pants. Okay, he goes straight for Hank's pants, and he's digging it in. And I don't really find it funny. I just feel like, to me personally, justice got served. Like, you're a big a-hole, and justice got served by the dog. And Nora's gonna like, stop. He's really going at it. And all the kids start laughing, and Nora looks at them like this. And all the other dogs. So then after this happens, you know, Tom and Kate are trying to help get the dog off of her. And then Hank leaves out the house, and here comes a whole new army of dogs. And I bite y'all meat. Because you are so mean. And Nora's like, I have my own life now. I can't do this. So she decides not to help. Your boyfriend not the right one for you. And she's like, I'm sure your family's paying. Your family's paying? What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? And Tom was like, it's funny, but wrong. The Desperate Housewife twins try to say it was them. And, you know, Tom was like, I know my kids. This wasn't them. This was Sarah. This had Sarah written all over it. And they lose a month's allowance. So they don't get their allowance. And then she says she's going to miss them. And that song where, like, you know, like, it's the montage of them going to their first day of school. And it's like, I'm just a kid, and I know where's a limit. Kid, and I know it's not fair. Starting liking that song because of the trend. Was it a trend or something? It's nice hearing the scene. And then we got Dean from Gilmore Girls. I do not like Dean in this movie. That wasn't his character's name, but we're going to call him Dean because he was being an this one bully breaks Mark's glasses. Meanwhile, we did see them earlier in the movie when they were getting out of the movie truck and they were looking at them. And I think Sarah was like, are you sure we're going to even fit in here? And then meanwhile, in New York, I'm telling you, Diane, Vanessa Calloway, is that her real name? We see her in everything. She just has one of those distinctive voices that you know it's just her. And then she's like, yeah, we're going to do talk shows, book signings, all of this in a couple weeks. Girl, what are you talking about? She was like, if there's no book tour, there's no book. I have 6. I've never been on no book tour. But then again, they never made no real waves. My books never made like real waves. Like they just been around family and a couple friends, to be honest. Nora comes and then Allison throws his cup in the thing. Can't remember the character's name. And one of the Desperate Housewives kids was like, was that blood? And then he gets sick, ill. And then another one, the older boy, gets sick. And then Nora got a new job at an ad agency, but of course Tom don't care. He just looking for somebody to help with the kids. He don't give a doggone. His plate is full. Lorraine gives Dad the rundown, the rizzle of what she said, what's been going down around. And he don't seem interested. And once again, Mark's name is being forgotten. He is the forgotten child. And Kate is finally at her hotel. She asked for 12 pillows because, you know, she's used to being home with her kids. And she's not. And then he's trying to try Charlie, Dean. Charlie tries to talk to his dad. He's like, look, I'm not fitting in here. I want to go back to Midland. But he's all into his job and not listening. And then Mark, so when they get picked up, you know, and there's like the twin, I think it's Jessica. She's like, yeah, you've been 45 minutes late. That was the highest point of the day. You're late, Daddy. You're late, Dad. Get it together. And, you know, Mark does this drawing of the Midland house. And then Shake is another annoying MFer. So we got 3 annoying MFers in this movie. We got Shake, we got Hank, and the annoying wife with the kid. She's annoying. Okay. And honestly, I was wondering if the book is real, if you read it. Actually, I was on Amazon. I was looking. I guess it is real. something like that. It's like $11 on Amazon. And then he brings the team home with him. He's like, let me see if I'm trying to make this work a different way. You ain't gonna be able to make it work, buddy. And at one point, he tried to get a babysitter or like a nanny or something. And anybody want to babysit no 12 kids? Why you think the Sister Wives people, they didn't have no nannies? Anybody gonna watch 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 kids? No. And he brings home Quiznos. I remember that place from like my childhood. Like I remember because I used to live in LA, and like there was the Walmart, and then there was a Quiznos right there, I think. I don't think Quiznos is even around anymore, you know? And then we see Miss Girl, who was in the Lilo and Stitch movie, the live action. And then the team eating all the food. So the one boy get mad because he wanted something to eat, and eating all the food. The movie had good music. Music will always bring a show or movie together. And little by little, the kids stop coming to the games. Mark tells his brothers and sisters what happened with his glasses. And I was wondering, I really didn't pay too much attention to this part before, but I'm like, what is a kid doing with a latte? He's like, my latte. What are you doing with one? And they all fight. And then Shake is getting mad, like, did you forget your friend got kids? He's like, are you going to be able to do this? Are you going to be able to do this? Are you ever going to be able to shut up? Then they go to Dylan's party. Even though they're grounded, they sneak out, all the 9 of them, because I don't know where Lorraine was. Maybe she was hanging out with her friends or something. And then Mark always want to give somebody an animal. Like, why? And a snake at that. Mike grabs the gift, which makes the snake knock out of the box. And Tom is talking to Steve about the next play they're going to do, and here's a screen. The team grabs the kids, and Sarah's like, ooh, I'm scared. And then Dylan got hurt. Really bad. Like, black eye. Cast. And then Sarah calls into the radio where her mother is. And, you know, she's talking to her mom. It's like, I need you to come home. I need you to come home. So then that alerts Kate's ding, ding, ding. She's like, I can't do this anymore. I gotta go home. And he got too much on his plate. The team lost. And Kate is like, I know everything. You know, the kids told me everything. I see what's going on. I thought you said you could handle this. I'm coming home. And then Tom's like, not now. Okay, not now. So then he hangs up. I love the flipping of the phones. Like, if anybody was born in that era, like myself, where we had those flip phones, that's nostalgic for me. And now they're not really used anymore. And the Oprah Winfrey show was set to come and film there for Kate's book. And the dude from Space Jam, why don't you go back to the movie? Because you talking crap, talking about you got too much you can't handle, huh? And then he fell off the ladder. See, that's what you get. That is more of the funnier scenes to me. I laugh more when people fall down than somebody getting their meat ate. Anyways, Nora's boyfriend throwing rocks at the window. Okay, and Mark is sad about his frog. I think his frog is about to die. And the Desperate Housewives twins, y'all didn't even clean. Y'all just threw stuff in the closet, but then again, they were like, what, 4 or 5? Kids don't know how to clean at that age. I'm sorry, they don't. And then Nora and annoying dude Hank are sleeping. And I was like, that's not really the Oprah show. That's Dax Shepard, Kristen Bell's husband. Well, it wasn't even her husband at the time. He's just was doing his thing. But yeah. And then Tom is like, you got kicked off of the football team. Charlie's like, I've been telling you, I want to go back to Midland. And he's like, no, you're going to stay in school. You're going to get it right. See what I mean? He was like, and then Charlie's like, the family didn't get any stronger. It got weaker. Is this why we don't see Charlie in the second movie? I don't think, was he even in it? I don't think he was in it. And they're happy their mom is finally, was he in it? I'm trying to remember. Was he even in it? I don't know. And then their mom is happy that she's finally back. Lorraine tries to give her the rizzle, but y'all know how I like to call it the rundown. And she's like, yeah, we just got to get ready. We'll talk about that later. And then Mark is concerned about his frog Beans. Ugly looking frog. Sorry. And you know who else whose meat y'all could have put in somebody's drawers? Shake. Let a dog bite his off. Let it bite. For real. And then meanwhile, Kate has a stumble with all the toys. And Tom was like, somebody ain't going to be sleeping around. And then Marcus Frog dies. And Mark is gone. And, you know, after all this happens, you know, all this chaos, Mark decides to leave. He feels like nobody cares about him. And they're all looking for him. The dad with the annoying wife and the nice son go looking for him. And then the annoying wife like, you're never gonna find him. 12 is such a big number. And then Kate's like, yeah, 12 is a big number. I think the nice dad, I hope he divorced that woman, because she's rude. Like, you don't care that a child is missing? You don't care? What was your own kid? Would you care that? And Nora's like, Hank is not going to make the cut. Because I think when her dad had let her know Mark was missing, and then Nora's like, we got to go. And he's like, yeah, sure, in a minute. And then, like, he's just sitting there looking at himself like his conceited in a commercial. Like, his character really annoyed me. And then they find Mark, and they're back in Midland, you know, and Tom quits his job, and they all said they would, like, get rid of something. He's like, I'll totally take back the hand-me-downs. And Kate basically says she's 12 weeks on the bestsellers list, it's Christmas, and the movie is over. Overall, it's nice watching it again, but I don't really watch this movie much. All the songs at the end of the movie, I love using that every Christmas year. Like, every time it's Christmas season, like, as soon as it hit November 1st, I'd be listening to Christmas music. But I think this year, as soon as it hits September 1st, I'm going to be listening to some music. But, let me see. What was I going to say? I was going to say I give this movie an 8 out of 10. Only because there was 3 characters in this movie. Wait, was it 3? 4 characters in this movie that really annoyed me, as y'all could see. But thank you, Grace, for requesting this. If anybody wants to request a movie review, let me know. And I'll try to make it come out this year. But yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Happy August. Bye.